Hello, how's everyone doing? Sean Hannity, this is sort of old. I thought I should bring it up. Um, Sean Hannity a while ago interviewed some people talking about um, what's going on in Ferguson, and people were criticizing the policeman who shot Mike Brown. And Hannity said, "Well, you're condemning the policeman. Don't you believe in innocent until proven guilty? We have a concept of innocent until proven guilty in this country, and you are condemning it before he stands trial, before he's convicted." Um, and of course, Sean Hannity, of course, being the intellectually dishonest person that he is, who apparently, the Republicans claim to be skeptical of government, but Republicans love the state. They love it. They're highly jingoistic and patriotic. They're against flag burning. They're always going to defend police, typically way more than the Democrats, who supposedly love the government, right, and Republicans who don't. They're going to defend the military. So they love the state. They're liars or delusional. But one of the things that he said was, "I believe in innocent until proven guilty," not because Sean Hannity does, but because it sounds better than saying, "Well, it's a cop and he should be able to just do what he wants and don't criticize cops." So I just wanted to offer a few of my thoughts on the matter. One is, first of all, I mean, Sean Hannity was interviewing people, Congress. He interviewed academics, and they spoke about the Ferguson shooting, and the guy said, this expressed his thoughts on what happened, and how it's terrible that this guy was shot 6 times, and Sean Hannity said, "Don't you believe in innocent until proven guilty?" Now, there's a few responses to that. One, first of all, they're not violating any concept of innocent until proven guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty refers to the court, and it refers to the court and the prosecution, and that a person has a right to a trial before he's convicted, and that he doesn't have to prove he's innocent. The prosecution has to prove he's guilty. That's what it means. A person voicing their thoughts about an innocent, they don't violate the right of innocent to proven guilty. If before the O.J. Simpson trial, someone would say, "I think O.J. Simpson is guilty," well, that's violating the law of innocent until proven guilty? No, because they're not in a court. That specifically refers to what the court does. So that's just a fallacious, dishonest thing. A person expressing their opinion is not condemning a man to not be innocent until proven guilty. Secondly, there's no such concept as innocent until proven guilty in this country. That's a lie, and either Sean Hannity is ignorant, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he is, or he's just lying. Innocent until proven guilty means everyone has a defense, and that a person is innocent and not punished until you can prove that he's guilty. Well, 95% of cases in this country are plea bargains. 95%, over even. So 95% of people convicted of a crime never go get a trial. How is that innocent until proven guilty? And a lot of people are bullied into submission. I myself, in my life, have admitted to doing things that I haven't done because I want to get lesser punishment, and I don't believe that I can convince the person who's going to punish me that I'm innocent. A lot of people are bullied into and scared and don't want to gamble, so they say they're guilty. Just because a person says they're guilty doesn't mean they are. And if over 95% of cases don't even go to trial, how can you say where maybe 3% of cases go to trial that we have a concept of innocent until proven guilty? Likewise, not all cases are innocent until proven guilty. In the case of antitrust, guilty. If a company is accused of being a monopolist or is accused of price setting, they have to prove their innocence. When Microsoft was charged with being a monopoly, the government didn't have to prove that he was guilty. Microsoft had to prove that they were innocent. So it's not true that in all cases there's a concept of innocent until proven guilty. 95% of cases are not innocent until proven guilty, and certain types of cases are involve rulings where you have to prove that you're innocent. So that's just a lie. And Sean Hannity doesn't believe in innocent until proven guilty. Is Sean Hannity against no-knock raids? How does that not violate innocent until proven guilty? I don't have to get a warrant for your arrest. I don't have to knock on the door. I come in with guns, kick in your door. If you defend yourself, you could be charged with murder, and I can kill you. That's not innocent until proven guilty. A no-knock raid isn't innocent until proven guilty. And Sean Hannity supports those. Sean Hannity supports the war on drugs. Why? Because he's afraid that people who do drugs may one day hurt people. Well, if you truly believe in innocent until proven guilty, that means you have to be guilty before you are punished. To say, I think drugs should be illegal because I'm afraid that a person who does drugs may do a crime, but are punishing him before he ever does the crime, that's violating the law of innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't done anything wrong. You're just afraid that he may. And anyone is capable of doing a crime. There's always a possibility that someone is going to. So the fact that you think it's okay to throw people who are nonviolent in jail before they harmed anyone because they may, and you want to prevent it from happening, that's not innocent. You have to be guilty in order to have a concept of innocent until proven guilty. And so preventative laws have nothing to do with the concept of innocent until proven guilty. And Sean Hannity and the vast majority of people in this country support preventative laws on some level, right? I mean, well, better, we make a law to prevent some harm so some harm doesn't occur in the future. Better to take precautions than to wait until after. But of course, this is a myth. You're not preventing harm, you're causing harm. If you throw someone into jail who hasn't harmed anyone, you are violating his rights because you're afraid maybe one day he'll do something, right? It's not preventing harm when police bust down the door, kill innocent people, put a grenade inside a baby's crib, and it turns out that the people didn't even have drugs. They were just, in the wrong house. Those are actual victims, and those are actual lives being destroyed. So you're not preventing harms by making laws where a person should thrown in jail before they actually do anything wrong because they may do something wrong. That's just ridiculous. So this whole concept of innocent until proven guilty doesn't exist, and it's a lie that it does. And Sean Hannity and Republicans and Democrats and statists of all stripe have no problem throwing people into jail, ruining people's lives because they're afraid that something bad may happen. I'm certainly going to ruin your life for sure in order to prevent something you may one day possibly do. I don't see how that's just, I don't see how that's ethical, and I certainly don't see how that's innocent until proven guilty. But of course, hypocrisy pays well, and consistency is not a human trait.